Welcome back to the WTB, the What You Talking About podcast, and I'm your host, Mike McCann. I'm here with the three Halls, and I ain't talking about cough drops. I'm here with super duper producer Jalen Hall, Gregory Hall, and Gary Hall, and thank God we got all of us back here together this week. It's good to see everybody.
Yeah!
And so now that we're back, I want to go ahead and dive right into what we're talking about today, which is, I guess, one of the most recent viral takes that's went out there about the women coming out with a list of places not to take a man on a first date, or a man not to take a woman on a first date. So I don't know. You got that list? Yeah. Now I'll post the list on the screen, obviously.
Directly right here.
Yeah.
And funnily enough, if you've seen the clip, they got Cheesecake Factory at number one.
No. Oh, good Lord.
Right.
So she was right. She was right.
Oh. She was absolutely right.
Dang. Yeah.
Which I think for whatever reason, I think it's on there because of the recent viral.
Oh, I know. But I don't think I could go out with her then.
Honestly, yeah,
because that would have been one of the top places I would have took them.
Right.
What's another place? What's the last place?
Cheesecake Factory.
Since Cheesecake Factory is number one, what's the last one?
All right. Yeah.
We'll go
there. Sports events.
Okay, I can see that.
What number is that though? It's pretty low. I mean,
28.
28.
Yeah.
Damn.
Just rip them off real quick. What are they?
All right. So starting from the top, Cheesecake Factory, Applebee's, Chili's, Chipotle, Olive Garden, the movies.
Whoa. What you mean? Olive Garden.
I agree with about three of those, but keep going.
Olive Garden. Yeah.
The movies, your house, any fast food chain.
Anywhere.
Buffalo Wild Wings, Wingstop, Red Lobster, a buffet, IHOP, Denny's, the gym. That one's kind of crazy to me.
That's weird, but yeah, keep going.
See what type of games you get.
Starbucks, coffee dates, ice cream dates, family functions, movie night, aka Netflix and chill, somewhere that requires a long drive, bowling, nightclubs, hookah bars, a bar just for drinks.
Why the hell can't we take them? Where you taking them?
Wait, what's
what's
the next one? Sporting events.
Oh, I got it.
Hold on.
I got it.
Is that last one sporting events?
I got it because he didn't mention this one. And recently, somebody took their wife and rented out the whole facility.
Oh, because they got it right. That was literally the next one, Waffle House.
Oh, damn. My bad.
That only works in special circumstances. First of all, they got too much money.
Russell rented out a
whole Waffle
House for Sierra's birthday.
Yeah, but you also know they didn't let anybody else that's normal Waffle House type people in.
Yeah, I've been cool. But I'm saying he's in a Waffle House. Mm-hmm. So that shows you that you don't have to take somebody to the Cheesecake Factory.
That's not the first date.
Yeah, I'm just saying,
married.
But that was her.
You could take your wife to the Waffle House.
This was special to her.
And that was a special set of circumstances of the whole Waffle House.
But that's what she wanted.
This ain't even
Waffle House.
Yeah, but this ain't remotely close to the scenario.
That's a good one.
They're married. He done pumped like 3 babies in her hand.
And she pregnant now. Like he gonna get this football team out of. He gonna have a starting 12.
Yeah.
No.
So did you finish the list?
Yeah.
Okay.
The Waffle House and then sports.
Oh, so we could. So I didn't hear hustler porn store.
I didn't hear strip club.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. So we could take them now.
Crazy.
Right.
We could take them now. We could take them to
store.
Yeah. That's what I was just saying.
So you can think of the list where you can take them.
So toy store on there.
Museum.
Yeah, we could take them to the museum.
The beach.
The zoo.
Because none of these are on there. So I mean,
the moon. We can go to the moon.
No, they did say family function. So you can't take them to a
park.
Now, I will say the moon.
To the park.
They would probably be excited for this date because it's highly expensive, which means you have deep pockets.
Yeah, to the moon. Yeah, the moon.
And depending on what you taking off in, is how they don't decide if they go in there.
Yeah, I don't really like this shit. He messed with it like this.
I got it hooked up to my PCP.
What was that undersea company? The one that had the little
going
submarine.
To the Titanic?
Deep sea diving.
Yeah, you taking out, we're gonna go in this trash
can. A little bit
taking off in a little,
that's what she wants to do.
Little tube.
Did it say sea doing?
Yeah.
4-wheeling.
Oh yeah, you know mudding.
No, those are good.
Yeah, mudding.
They didn't say skating.
A car meet.
Yeah, they didn't say nothing. They specifically said bowling,
strip club.
He already said strip club.
Which is a shame because bowling worked out.
It seems like this, but if you look at the list we putting together.
No, these are the places we could take.
That's what I'm saying. But look at the list. Seem like these would be the places you wouldn't want to take.
Well, obviously not.
Yeah.
These new women.
Yeah, that's the new list. We got to update it, which is
okay.
I take them to the DMV.
Yeah, sit up in there all day, get our driving license.
Right.
Gun range.
Right.
Yeah, gun range. There you go. Yeah. Hunting.
Oh man.
They take a hunting. They didn't say hey. Fishing.
I'm trying to think. What's another just garbage?
This is getting just as long.
Yeah.
We're starting to find it.
Right. We're starting to
for a walk.
What? No. They don't like walks. That's basically going to fall in line with coffee
to the back seat of your car.
Yeah, right there. Hey.
Did it say hotel on there?
It didn't say hotel.
Yeah.
Okay, now we got to start throwing away places that's obviously creepy. So we're going to have to throw away a few of these. Toy Story's gone. Toy Store's gone.
Well, creepy, but
Walking them to the hotel, to the back of your car, those are eliminated. So we got to, fishing and all that stuff was working.
Okay.
But it seemed like that's where they be wanting to go.
Okay, but let's get back. But to get back on track, is the list how ridiculous is it? Because it seems ridiculous to me. I mean, just from the fact that cheesecake is number one. Because my thing is, okay, look, growing up, I feel like for a lot of people who middle class, household or below, Cheesecake Factory was a treat.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, where did she grow up from? Like, how much money did she come from? Where that's just garbage. That's where I'm lost.
And who wouldn't like the lunch specials at Chili's? The drink specials. Right. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's like this. Chili's isn't a bad option because you can save a lot of money, get a lot of decent food.
Yeah.
But it's not
Applebee's?
No Applebee's.
No, I love Applebee's.
No.
Chili's and Applebee's are
for a date.
Class of woman.
First date.
For a date.
A first date. I actually took a woman. Me and a woman went on a first date to Starbucks.
Applebee's,
and it's on the.
I don't even like Applebee's.
See, Applebee's
like
has been placed in the same category as McDonald's. You can't do that anymore. Right. It's not the food.
Good. Yeah,
it's all microwave. None of it's cooked.
But you go to the neighborhood feeling.
That's what you go for. The neighborhood feeling.
Yeah, you got neighborhood right there in the building. It's
the one that really surprised me a lot was your house. You can't take them to the crib on a first date. That's weird.
Not. I guess
on
not
a first date.
No.
There's a date. Come over.
Not as the start of the date.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? We gonna start out at the crib.
If it ends there,
that's how it ends.
But you can't start there.
Yeah, you can't start there.
That's a creepy way to start. That's a Ted Bundy way to go.
Unless you just said, I'm gonna cook you a meal or something.
You're right.
That's what I was thinking about.
Actually, y'all are right. I did take a girl out to a movie and then invite her back to the apartment.
Now, how many of these mistakes did you make off of this list?
Looking at this list, only
because there's only like 28.
Didn't you go to Denny's one time?
Yeah, I'm like, most of these is like good decisions. I think bowling something. Just
only one.
Only one offense.
Yeah.
Which one?
The movies.
Okay, I definitely made that mistake.
That still worked out.
Yeah, I'm not saying, but it didn't really go south because I think you compare. See, I said you compare the movies with something else. You can't just make it only the movies. It has to be movies and something else, like another activity or something afterwards. Like,
let me tell you what the whole the whole thing is about it is that we probably wasn't, in her eyes, dating high quality women's.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? High value women's. That's what it is. Because if you go with a woman who's cool with going to the Cheesecake Factory, she must not be high value.
She don't value herself
at all. Come on now.
That means you could take her to McDonald's.
Pretty much.
It's at any fast food chain as well.
Yeah, so
through the drive-through.
You sit and order it on the app and then sit there and have a date in the car.
Right.
Have them deliver it to you
in the car.
Have them deliver it to you.
I will say this: don't have your date pay for that fast food if you're going to take it to fast food. I've definitely heard of that.
If your
at least have $15.
If your pocket's tight, you just go out and do what's right.
That way you can get 2 double cheeseburgers.
We gonna have to wait next week.
2 McDoubles. Because 1 McDouble is $2.59 and you can get an extra one for $1.
And I got some coupons.
Right.
And some large fries.
That would be crazy.
A drink.
Trying to split the bill at a McDonald's is a little crazy.
Yeah.
Unless you're going Dutch.
I ain't gonna lie, man. Some of the prices of these fast food places.
I mean, honestly, that's why I'm
how
like,
much is being ordered?
Yeah, no, I'm saying I would rather go to Applebee's than McDonald's.
I expect that fast food places.
At least I can get a $1 margarita.
Yeah, if you got time, you can get a nice little something for $8 to $9. It's way better than a
I'll probably get the burger and fries. Because them burgers do at Applebee's, their burgers do look like they pretty good. The picture do. You know what I'm saying? Hey,
microwave.
Hey, still.
They can't microwave ground beef, can they?
Yeah, you can.
Oh, okay. I just done.
Okay,
you can. It's
to
just
spin
terrible.
off of this, still within the same realm. But when do you split the bill?
When you
know you ain't got nothing going on.
No.
And you don't care.
No,
and
let me tell you.
I already decided that you was going to do that or something. Other than that, you going to pay that
I
bill.
do believe if you ask someone to go somewhere.
Yeah, you take it.
And if you don't specify that we're going separately, you kind of obligated to pay. But if you specify it, like, hey, you want to go get something to eat, you know, wasn't you finna go anyway? So, and I was finna go anyway, that means you can pay for yours and I can pay for mine. I just pay for the gas to get us there.
I drive.
Yeah, that's it.
It sounds like.
And see, I had that situation. Somebody asked me out, and they paid for me, but you know, and I met them. I think I met them there. Yeah, and they just paid it because I was thinking I was paying, honestly.
Yeah,
but I'm thinking they did add. I like. She said, "Well, I did add."
Well, that's a gentlemanly thing to think about it.
I would think, but if they ask you, I guess they already decide they gonna take care of the business. So
there are times where I feel like you know they obviously shooting their shot and they just being way more aggressive than most women. That happens sometimes. So that can happen where they'll take the shot and say like, "Hey, I'll pay and take care of this. You know, I just want you to come out with me, yada yada, and see what happens. I guess from here, maybe build some type of chemistry or something while you're out."
So far, I think I've only in my lifetime split the bill 3 times.
Yeah, Jay, you be coughing up that cheddar.
Right. I don't know, but I can't remember. I don't think I like if going out. I don't think I ever not paid.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that too, though.
Yeah, I'm like, especially if I'm with. It's even just like in common, just chilling with a. You know, I can't never not remember.
You can't remember the last time you bought the Rellos or the day bought the Rellos.
So
I usually got the Rellos, all that.
That's simping right there, Greg. Just taking
is
the
that what
bill
that
and
is?
running
No, it
with
is.
it.
That's what people call it nowadays. Man. They just call it simping now. Like if you're doing too much, because remember we talked about this a long time ago. Probably I don't know episode
simping?
2, 3. Because like if you do anything nice for a woman nowadays, it's simping. Like, I mean, you can't really cater to a woman these days.
I can't even remember not paying the bill.
Me and Jay were talking about earlier. Like, when's the last time you bought
How
flowers?
soon is too soon to buy flowers?
You buy flowers day one.
Yeah, you don't do it the first date.
That's creepy.
You don't leave with flowers?
Yeah, you walk up to. I don't. Hey, that's the. Hey, you know what?
Hey,
that's the Andy Griffith time. You know, that's when Andy Griffith and all them were dating. Yeah, when you walked up there to the first date with a box of flowers. I mean, so candy and flowers. You don't know. I'm gonna slam. Hey, I'm telling you, they probably gonna slam the door in your face.
And a bottle of wine,
a nice little suit.
Don't send them flowers either.
Right,
nice little suit
before y'all went out. Not to move.
Maybe the second or third date. You can. The second date.
Well, I would say that
if you have a good time on the first date, it's okay to send.
Second time.
I just depends on what kind of flowers.
I would just
what kind of you talking about? One of them big old bouquets of roses, or a big old thing of daisies? What kind of flowers?
You meet her, y'all go out, say her birthday or something coming up, or something, a holiday or something, you know, Valentine, something you can justify this move by.
Well, yeah, that's if that's happening.
Yeah, I'm saying if that's happening. other than actually doing that just out of doing it, say something coming up. And if something coming up, then that wouldn't be a bad time to do that. If you just like, hey, I'm gonna do something nice for
send a rose and a birthday card.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
an easy one. But
So I got to do it on the specific day. I just can't show you any love or
I mean, you can
appreciation
show
outside of
love.
that.
To
No.
Now,
For
and
a
I would say
date.
this.
Right.
Now I'm just saying they going. It's kind of like it could.
Not after you
It's
know
like,
them 3 days.
we went on a
So,
date, and
you
I
tell
don't
me-
really know.
Not 3 days into the
she's
relationship.
Like,
just it's too
she
soon.
like,
Yeah.
I'm like going on a date, enjoying this date. We went out, and she ain't really thought deeper than that. Now all of a sudden she get a dozen roses, candy, all this, and she like, well, dang, I thought we was cool, but she could take that the wrong way. And then also she could take it as well, I did like him, now it can move her in a certain way. But that's kind of knowing that person. And that's how you make that decision, because that could be a good move, could be a bad move, could be an early move. You know what I'm saying? But if you make that move when something to justify the move, it will probably work out better. Or at least you'll understand it.
Don't do it 3 days into
Yeah.
knowing the person though.
Right.
That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Now if you about 2-3
'Cause it's like
months,
this.
2-3
If-
weeks.
I'll put it this way, because if a woman came up to me, because in hospitality, I see
Yeah.
this stuff happen often. Like they send flowers, notes, all sorts of crazy stuff,
Right.
to impress somebody, bottles of alcohol, and it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I just met this person, they're already sending me stuff, and I feel kind of weird. Like,
Yeah.
that's why I'm like, ooh. Sometimes I'm like, you should wait because
Yeah.
I've seen it not go so well for these people. Like,
I'm just saying, maybe you done.
You know how to appreciate some
Don't
nice
know
stuff.
how to appreciate some nice shit these days, and now
They
a man
don't.
can't do nothing for you. I'm kidding.
That's right, right?
No,
Section
no,
Ray.
Dad, no.
Hey, Section
No.
Ray.
oh, and she had her sex tape
Right.
leaked
Yeah.
on Twitter, or on X,
Right.
which
Is
is.
she looking more and more like a dude?
Unfortunately, I'm starting to see that too lately. I don't know why, but like the last few times I've seen her, I'm like, she's not looking as like womanly as she was.
Yeah.
Though it's hard to look womanly when you got that many tats on your face, but she still had a very, I don't know, some of her facial structure seems different lately, but I think she's
She
bad.
look like Slim Thug.
She is turning into that. But
like,
also bad
me.
photos can lead to that. Sometimes you just take
Speaking
the
of
wrong.
that,
Make you be like want to check.
funnily enough, speaking of that, the list of women that men should never date.
Okay.
One of the spots on the list was women with tattoos.
No, the list of the men who made that they made.
Yeah, men
Yeah,
made
'cause
a list.
You
of-
need to pull out that
Men, the type of women men shouldn't date.
yeah.
No, this list is the other way. Because this was created by the manosphere people that I criticize on my other individual videos a
Okay.
lot. This was made by the dude I made a video about his
dude.
stupid wedding lately. His Donovan
Okay.
Sharp.
Uh,
They came up with a list of women men should never date or go on a date with. Now, some of it,
but he was dating a crackhead.
no, well, he did. Yeah, at one point. No, you're right.
Heroin.
No, you're right. I mean, yeah, heroin addict. But yeah, at one
Heroin
point in time,
addict,
he did. Yeah, that.
Knowingly?
Yes.
Oh.
No, that situation. See, you need to tap in.
He went and took her back, I
Let me
think,
know you
after
didn't
the
like the
fact.
video.
I don't know.
I'm looking for it.
That screenshot.
Hold up. Wait.
The list, because I'm like, this list seems like it could be just as ridiculous as the women's list about places not to take them. Now, on both of them, you're going to find something.
I'm pretty sure they probably got women with children. If you don't have
Single
children.
I
mothers
think
was
this
the
is number
first,
one.
the first list.
Single mothers was the
Single
number
mother.
one.
Yeah.
Single mothers. I can't find it, Mike. I don't think you sent it to me.
I definitely sent it to you right after the first one.
Nah, I ain't got it nowhere in there.
Nothing.
I think you was looking at it. You might have didn't send
I
it.
could have swore I sent it.
I do remember you saying something about it.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, you can.
That's all right. But yeah, pretty much single mothers, women with tattoos, women with colored hair, divorcees, traveling women.
Women who travel on their job.
Right.
Strong.
Right. Independent, strong women.
American black women.
American black women. Women born in the West.
West, like California?
Yeah.
No, not like West as in the Western world.
Like America.
Or well, yeah, I guess.
But I said because it's
Right,
where,
that does apply.
Definitely California, probably like never
Yeah,
from
but-
there. They're all
So them dudes single, right?
pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's nobody out there for him.
Hey, no. So they
Yes.
So they dating each other.
Right.
I mean,
You know,
it
because
almost
they
feels
can't
like-
be dating nobody. Ain't nobody left.
Well, the list just
Yeah.
kind of goes in. It's really, it's a lot of stuff. Like you can't date any women. There's no women to date.
Right.
You know, half of them because it's like, oh, women with daddy issues or stuff like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, it's like, where do you got to snuff this out
But
before you ask
That's
them
why I'm
out?
about to say, how you know she got daddy
That's
issues
what I'm
if you just met her? Because now, if she comes straight out talking, oh, I got daddy, then
Then,
leave.
you should avoid that.
You should leave. Then you should leave. But how you gonna know just saying, hey, you know,
Right.
you won't know. And how would you know
I
that
can
she
see
got
it in your eyes.
7 babies?
Right.
Yep.
Other
Just saying hi.
than the fact that
When you go by.
Also, women with an Instagram page
right.
that was on there. Women with social media. You shouldn't date any
So
of them.
that's what I'm saying.
I'm like, so no-
they don't have no
Women that dress provocatively.
Yep.
Okay.
Right. You know.
And that leaves who?
Yeah. I mean, dude, the
Who
list
is that
it
one
gets
woman?
just as ridiculous.
So who is that one woman out there?
Some Amish lady in the cut somewhere.
Yeah, some Amish
Mother
version.
Teresa.
right.
Hey,
yeah.
some Amish version out there in the
Mother
sticks.
Teresa.
That's about the closest you will get, probably, is an Amish.
Oh,
woman.
No,
It said-
no.
it said-
You must have
They-
seen.
I mean, hey,
right.
I'm
Amish
saying,
gone wild.
okay, but don't get me wrong. I'm saying rules and regulations that they something for the podcast, baby.
Right.
There you go. Hey, they sending gifts as we
and then
talk.
you get to thinking like, what
Thank
did I
y'all
do?
for the
Yeah,
gift.
that was the first thing I was like, did somebody follow me?
Yeah.
What I do?
Right.
Like, why are they knocking on the door?
Yeah.
Do we need to get a gun? Do we need to get a
Yeah,
weapon?
yeah.
Hold on, protect.
Hey, then everybody got instantly quiet.
Yeah.
Right. Right.
Yeah, don't say nothing. But
The repo man.
One of the ones that I had a issue with on the list was women that have hoe friends.
that one. That
Yeah.
too.
Again,
How do you
Right.
know?
how would you know?
They're just judgmental people. That's
Right.
why they come to these conclusions.
I meet you, and the first thing you tell me is, "Oh, my friends is hoes." I'm probably gonna go start hollering at your buddies. But no, I'm just saying.
Well, I'm like, hey,
But no, I'm
we
just
all,
saying.
hey, you like, I'm good with you, then whatever. We all need to hang out.
Right.
No, that's wrong.
I mean, that's how a lot of people would look at it.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like most sane men would look at it like, let's go hang out, have fun at least.
Yeah.
I mean, they almost the thing that bothers me about these guys is that they act like you can't even be around them, be associated with them, talk to them, but then they have them on their platforms 24/7. But then they tell all their people that follow them not to date them or talk to them or look at them, but everybody's on their OnlyFans and and porn
women,
sites.
women with OnlyFans as well.
And the bottom line,
Now
like
that-
you say,
I mean, you know,
they all sing.
Again, date and
most of them.
marry.
This
You know
one
what
dude
I'm
is
saying?
married. He just married the other day.
To
Remember?
who?
You saw the wedding.
Okay, that meets the
So did
criteria.
he
She met the criteria.
she foreign, right?
No, she was white. Just
The
a
white woman.
Oh.
She's got to be some foreign woman
She used to
from
apparently be really
Now,
the Republic of
watching
Czechoslovakia.
Or some
Video.
Ukrainian
Right.
who trying to escape capture over there against the Russians or something.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so let's round it all the way back to the original woman who committed the offense with the Cheesecake Factory thing. Like, isn't the issue, I believe, with the fact that it's her who's tripping, you know, like, not to be
Right.
judgmental, but she's the one who's being judgmental. She's already the one who's acting like her boyfriend is beneath her and he should
Right.
cater to every need and acquiesce to everything she wants because she thinks she's a catch for him.
Right.
And I about to say, let me say this. It just seemed like to me, once she got called out for her behavior and it became viral, then she felt like, why me? You know what I'm saying? Why me? You know, but now it's like when people hear you wind up, you know, it's like you say that and it's kind of like, okay, you seem to be a pretty selfish person right here because nobody really had to do anything for you.
Yeah.
But somehow you decide you just be above everybody. So I mean, other than the Cheesecake Factory, what could he take her?
Houston.
You know, where you want to go? It's like it got
had
a
to be-
$200 plate.
Yeah.
It has to be one of the main spots that all
But-
only
You know
the
the house
birds
we just went to?
know.
Okay, well,
Right.
dude,
I'm gonna be broke by the end of the week.
Hopefully that's good enough.
It's got to be a Ruth
Cause I like
Chris
everything.
Houston.
I think
or
that one might
a
have.
Say Less.
Yeah.
Or like, one of those notable
Chop House.
restaurant. One of
I
the
wonder
ones.
if the Chop House would have
Right.
been sufficient.
No.
No.
What one of the
That's
ones
Cheesecake
It's a
Factory.
chain.
wherever it's hot and trendy at.
Like Mike said, basically that steakhouse,
Right.
whatever
Yeah,
the name.
Steakhouse 5.
Ruth Chris.
Steakhouse 5.
Say Less.
Yeah.
No, it's got to be something that's notable too.
I mean, well, Steakhouse 5 would have worked. That would work on the first date.
Yeah,
It's
it's-
nice, dimly lit. It's nice, secluded.
Yeah.
Get your reservations. It's nice enough. It
Yeah,
would've
you
worked.
got
That's
Any Hanas?
You can take them to Magyar. Anywhere you can place a reservation.
Right.
Yeah.
Because
You can't walk
if
in.
if you remember the video anyway, dude said I had all that lined
Yeah.
up. But you kept me waiting down here for over an hour.
You know why she
Right.
kept them waiting for over an hour, right?
Because she had to get ready.
No, but you know why, right? Because she thought that she was better than him.
Right.
He can wait.
Right. She was
If he really want me.
like, yeah, he'll sit there like, honestly, I don't know what.
She said
I
she
mean,
was royalty.
you know,
Yeah, exactly. You gonna wait?
Right.
He should have left.
I don't
But
pass
he
judgment.
was kind.
Yeah, he was.
You know what?
he was very kind.
And
I'll
then
pass.
he did put his foot down. And
I'll
like,
pass judgment.
Yeah.
I hate obnoxious women like that. I don't like them. I don't like
not
them.
But
dealing
she's
with it.
not even. It's not
No,
even.
she's obnoxious
Yeah, she
and
is,
she's
but
whack.
she's not even cute like that
And
to
she-
me.
You're right. She is not cute like that.
But
She's
look
okay.
who she was with.
Okay. She's okay.
That's the key. You can be obnoxious and all that, but she was with Jesus.
What that mean? What
I'm just saying she might whatever clientele is gonna fit her attitude.
And he put her in check.
I know, but I'm saying
He did.
Some women are looking for better men than that.
But what's to say he's not qualified? I mean, he's.
I
know.
I don't even know. I'm not passing judgment, but he ain't the top of the line dude.
But we don't know that.
How you saying? I mean, for real? Did she right then?
He had top of the line traits. He stood up for himself. He was a man about it.
We
He
got
planned the day.
Pookie and we got somebody else. Now, if she want to have an attitude, she could date Pookie. Pookie could be that guy. Whoever settle for her. Now, if she want, it's just like a beautiful woman or a beautiful man. If you want that, you're going to have a certain attitude to get that. Now, her attitude is going to fit who I like to see other people who she dating. And it's like maybe she going to date people that's going to settle for that.
Well, obviously she's dating them type of people because her actions put her in that she was doing that.
First of all, before we keep
because she's not a virgin.
Said she wanted to go out with him, but she agreed to go out because he had the balls to pursue her.
Right.
He came after her. He wasn't sitting back. He wasn't passive.
I'm just saying.
He was aggressive.
The level of what you get is going to be what you get based on
That
your
dude could be
attitude.
loaded. And we have no idea.
now if she...
I can tell you what I saw as a superior 34.
Yeah.
Right?
These stupid numbers, but keep going.
And my ability to know higher truth that I can deduce from this clip, this just couple minutes of looking into her life, that she obviously only F's with ball players, rappers, men with money, and therefore...
But they won't mess with her. I didn't see that.
No.
I did not see that.
Hold on.
That dude was not a ball player or a rapper or anything.
But he could have money.
Let me finish, guys.
Okay.
Let me finish,
I ain't
guys.
saying that.
She's a bird, and so she's gonna do what all birds do.
Okay.
And flock to the feed. She's trying to get
Right,
that bag.
I can believe he. I don't believe she would have went out with him if he was broke.
That's right.
Right.
So that means.
But you know what else
He's already
birds
above
do?
Pookie.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm saying his pay rate. But that's it. He's gonna have to come out the
it
pocket.
seems he got
now, like you just said, she's not gonna get a ball player or somebody like that. She might want to have the ball player attitude, but I guarantee you ain't no ball player dating her because she ain't even worth that.
No,
she don't even look like that.
But she's giving it up easy.
You can get
She's giving
pretty.
it up.
No,
If you're a
No,
ball player,
Dad.
high
Father,
quality,
you cannot
you
get,
can get
you cannot
everything
get a
you
woman who
want.
will give it up like that and hold it
And
down.
Who said she
I shouldn't
even
have said-
giving it up?
Honestly, I think let me
Who said she probably
correct
giving
something.
him
Let me correct
nothing?
something. Let me correct something.
I don't see it.
Okay, I'm sorry because actually beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Now, would I date her? Yes. Do I think she's cute? Yes. I just didn't think she was cute enough to have the attitude that she was trying to present.
Yeah.
And the way she was fondling her stuff like that. And the thing, it just didn't look cute to me.
No.
Now, she is a nice looking woman. Don't let me change that.
She
You know,
all
that's
right.
what I'm saying. Because I wasn't saying that
She's an average-looking woman.
Right.
yeah,
She's not
I mean,
ugly.
Yeah.
No, she all right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her.
Right.
But if you talking like that, I'm like, oh, I ain't.
There was the
There's
video. But again,
plenty of women look like that out there.
But again, you wouldn't have known she talked like that unless she got on that video. We didn't know. If you just seen her out, you wouldn't know she was like that.
No,
You see what I'm saying?
you talk to her, she probably ain't gonna let you 2 or 3 sentences at the most. You'll know.
Right.
But again, he made that move on it. That's what I'm saying. But most people, like you just
But
said,
like I said,
if she would have acted
it's
like
probably
that,
a money. If he got money and want to spend some money, she down with it. That's kind of what she is.
But we didn't get to that part of the video where they kept talking about the relationship, how they actually went on the date. And it was because he had confidence to pursue her. And she's like, okay, she was attracted to confidence. So she said she went out with him. Because he showed it. And I'm like, the only problem is why are you going to go out and act like you're better than this dude once y'all get out when he was the one who showed that he was the one who with the big chest?
Because she's trying to come up on some coins.
Because she royalty
and clout.
Yeah,
now.
right there.
Maybe she realizes she ain't getting no dates, you know, but she still want to be royalty, so she settled.
Well, look, I mean, think
That
about
look like she did.
Well, if you guys think
Okay,
about
okay,
hold on. Why you think she feel like you?
I
Why
mean,
do
it's
you
just
think
like-
she settled?
Just like you just said,
Because you think this
her
guy's
attitude
unworthy of
said she
dating her?
royalty.
No, see, the problem
so
is
she
he's saying
should be
settled.
dating a
That's what she's
billionaire,
thinking.
ball player, somebody wealthy, Bill Gates. Something that's her attitude.
Yeah, but geez,
that ain't Bill Gates. That ain't a ball player. That ain't nobody.
We
but
don't
another
know.
dude.
You don't
He
know
might
what
have some
this
money.
financial
And-
situation
Yeah,
is.
like I
That's what
said,
I'm
he
saying.
might have some money.
Yeah,
I
but you
mean,
keep acting
I don't
like
know.
It's definitive that he doesn't have it.
Yeah.
Like, we don't
I
know.
didn't say that.
You did. You said you specifically if he's in line with anybody,
said
it's Bill Gates.
He's not a ball player.
You said
or
Bill
nothing.
Gates. You
I
said
said,
Bill
well, he
Gates.
might have
Because you
some
trying to
money.
tell me this dude wouldn't fall in the same
But, okay,
category
He
as Bill
ain't
Gates.
Bill
No,
Gates.
but you keep-
I'm
but anyway.
not even gonna
No,
stress
wait.
that.
No, you
to
said
my
Bill
man.
Gates
Let's-
as in what? The
I'm
wealth or
saying-
the
Bring
money?
it
She
back.
said she was royalty,
Let's bring
so
it back.
she's dating these type of people. And I don't think she's dating them type of people. She's
I don't think she
dating
said
him.
that neither, but we can move on.
Yeah,
Right.
But no, I was just saying like that. The whole problem with the situation is that he making it seem like she's settling for dude when she's not really settling for dude. Like she's lucky that dude even want to go on a date with her because this dude was
Right,
kind
Dad.
enough to even
Right.
ask her out, take her out. Apparently with this stank attitude that she had.
You got to
And
start
then she
taking away
realized-
men's power.
Well, no, I'm just like
I was just saying, basically what you just said is that she probably that's what she's getting.
I mean, you did.
Now she said she had this royalty attitude, but at the end of the day, these are the people that's dating her.
Yeah,
That's what I said. These people, not the people in her mind she thinks she gonna get, I guess.
But my thing is
that's what I'm getting.
okay, but you gotta remember the whole video. When she got humbled in the video, she pretty much got brought all the way back down to reality. Because honestly, when I first saw these, I thought these were fake.
A fake, yeah, I
thought these
did.
were
I did,
fake.
yeah.
And then we guys started getting to the end of the video, and it was like, okay, I don't think this is acting anymore. Because like she really got quiet and calmed down. She's like, we're leaving. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If you don't want to appreciate this, then that's it. And then she kind of brought herself down from that, oh, I'm all this, pretty princess, high horse.
Exactly.
And then she came back down to reality, and you could see her. I almost felt semi-bad, except for the fact I remember how she was tripping
Treating dude, yeah.
a few seconds ago, because I felt her heart leave her like, oh, I was tripping. Yeah, you were tripping. So it's like, once again, I agree with you with the fact that these are the guys that she's getting, and it's like, maybe the other ones were okay with it. Whoever she was somebody's probably taking her out, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But maybe they were okay or cool with it and hit and left or whatever. But this guy, who she thought she was going to be able to do that to, said no.
this is not happening with me.
And sometimes people are just running their mouth.
But that's also when it comes down to high value, low value,
stuff.
whatever. What makes you really high value? I feel like what he does, the traits he displayed, makes you high value. Somebody who's going to be willing to stand up for yourself or a situation and not let somebody run you over, dictated based on how they want to act and where they want to go and be a spoiled little brat about it.
Okay, but some people some people are just saying stuff.
Yeah.
It's just like saying, what's the guy that just married dude? You know, everybody build their own ego, but you can see it's not actually real. It's just like I'm just basically talking about this is what I think I am, and I ain't that, but I'm trying to portray to be that, and I'm never gonna be that. But this is but most people, if they knew this person, would know what they really are. So sometimes you just put on a big ego front or whatever and just say, hey, but you can read through some of that stuff like you do on some of these guys that be out here fronting like they more than what they are.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Yeah, most of them say that they got receipts everywhere too. Right. It shows like if you want to do the deep dive. That's the thing is a lot of people, don't think about doing anything type of research because that does take time. Right. So that's why you rely on other people to do the research sometimes and just figure it out. Because that's how people get scammed all the time. So like with the whole DJ Envy and Caesar Pina and that whole situation.
And they say he just telling everything. He trying hard not to go to jail.
Yeah.
Whatever you want, I would tell you.
Pretty much. It seems like that. Have you heard much about it?
Yeah, he telling. Yes.
Oh, wait, because didn't you tell me that they posted DJ Envy's job?
His job is on the iHeartRadio application. You can fill out for it. $130 a year.
Right.
Need some radio broadcasting tapes. Send him some tapes. Send him some.
So he off the show?
I ain't seen him.
Okay, well that'll do.
He was there just yesterday.
He's not off the show. I don't think he's just kind of
he ain't been there
laying low.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Again. Okay. Listen. So maybe what? Sometimes things happen coincidentally. Mm-hmm. It just so happened. iHeart just put that out there as this was happening. It might not be his job, but it sure is.
We got an internship opening up for DJ MV.
We need somebody ready when he go.
You know what I'm saying? And then it's like them people, like most of them said, it's this. He ought to be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
This is terrible.
It's a terrible look, especially with him coming out with all this stuff he been claiming, all the stuff and the movements and all this and business and doing this and you scheming, you Bernie Madoffing. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
he on them Ponzi schemes.
Yeah, basically, it's what he's doing. They robbed a lot of people out of a lot of money and people who couldn't afford it or giving up the last of their fortunes for the family.
But you see the video that what's his name? The rapper Bleak, Memphis Bleak, right?
Okay.
Because obviously,
throwback.
Obviously, that's the new thing.
What?
Old rappers start doing
scheme.
No. Real estate stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, flipping houses and stuff like that, and like the
HGTV.
Yeah. So he obviously he flipping houses and stuff, and he made him and his partner. They made a good sale, and under it said hashtag, and we not scheming, folks.
Right.
Now, and you know what? Mentioning that,
we're not scheming, folks.
That's what Mike Epps said. He went back, he was from Indianapolis. And he, I guess he was from a rough part of the neighborhood. He said he went back and bought the whole, basically a whole neighborhood or something and started,
redoing it.
Refurbishing it.
Yeah.
And I guess that, because they did have him on Gary, in Gary, Indiana, doing a little broadcast with dude Markel. And talking about they finna refurbish a lot of stuff in Gary, I guess.
So they doing the same thing all the white folks be doing.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you what it's called.
Yeah, because they saying
that's what it's called.
Yeah, they doing the same thing all the white people.
You gotta get it right.
It's the same thing.
They do it everywhere.
Yeah, but they doing it. They not just letting
they gentrifying the neighborhood now. Yeah. We finna kick them out. So, but because did you see? Like I said, I seen where it happened. I'm not disputing that it's a business thing.
It is.
But
I
what
mean,
you
your
can't,
neighborhood
but what
going
you
down,
can't,
but
what-
like you
but
said,
what
them
they-
houses worth $500,000. He said he bought these houses for $5.
Right, and
yeah.
he flipping them.
Yeah.
Going
And now
back
they
through
worth
that, and now can't nobody afford them.
Yeah.
Now you kicking all these people
Yeah,
out of their
can't
home?
nobody afford
There it
them.
is.
But certain groups of people, which that's what they want. It's just like if you
You
look at
build it, but-
Nashville, right there by the
But
stadium.
okay, I'm gonna ask you
remember-
before you go further. No, since you right there. Okay, do you just allow this neighborhood to just
No.
be destroyed?
Mm-mm.
Because, like I say, without doing anything, it's not gonna ever get any better.
no,
correct.
it's not.
But if you do go and rebuild it and uplift, what do you post to build it up to a certain point?
I'm not disputing that. I'm
Or
just
do you
saying.
supposed to is you go and rebuild the land, your neighborhood, and like I said, you put these houses on it, and it's like I said, it's gonna gain value because redoing stuff like that is gonna bring value to your community and all around.
Right.
And like I said, but if you don't do anything, all it is gonna be gonna be destroyed.
Correct. I'm not
So
disputing that.
Yeah.
so you can't say somebody is wrong.
I didn't say they was wrong.
Never said that.
I'm saying you like, well,
I'm
the
just, telling
judge
what-
said-
I'm just
but-
explaining
but-
what's happening.
Yeah, I
The
know,
me
but
explaining
you gonna
what's happening-
benefit if you take advantage of a certain situation.
That's
you
how
know
people
what I mean?
come up.
Hey,
Most people make money off of other folks' hardships.
what?
That's how
it
things work.
ain't getting no better.
I was a storm chaser. That's how I know. When the
Okay.
storm happened, we go where the storm go.
Well-
Hold victims down there. Let's go down here and get all this work.
Yeah.
That's what people do. You know,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying.
And
I'm not
when you
knocking.
it's
I'm just saying what he did,
and I'm
what
just
he's
saying,
doing.
right now in Gary, Indiana, they say if you don't get on right now, it's gonna be too late. So now, if they just gonna take the whole Gary and
Probably.
because there's a
Eventually,
lot of
yeah.
destroyed places around there
Yeah,
that can be fixed, and even our old neighborhoods
Again,
was good neighborhoods.
I'm gonna tell you what's gotta happen. How it has to happen, like you were talking about.
Yeah.
Create value.
Squid Game.
You can only create value once you start bringing in tax money. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Say, we can go to Gary. I'm gonna use Gary as an example,
Okay.
and tear down all them houses and go back and rebuild them. But if we can't change the tax base in there, you're not gonna do nothing. It's not gonna be worth nothing.
No, you gotta get people with
house
money
that
in
you
there.
put up that just built for the dude that was there making $5.
Yeah.
He can't afford the tax base
But-
don't
but-
change.
but
you have
yeah.
to bring in a whole new tax base of people with jobs and able to pay
And
for
see,
stuff
that's
like
what
that.
I'm saying. They saying if you build it up, clean it up, these jobs are coming.
Well, that's
Well,
why.
That's what I'm saying. They want to feel secure.
Yeah.
That you can't bring jobs in and like I gotta stay strapped all the time.
Let's get
Well,
to
yeah.
the core of the actual problem. These people in these neighborhoods that are in these impoverished conditions and in these deteriorated mental states, we're never going to change regardless. So what are you really trying to say, Greg?
What I'm trying to say is that's what happens. Because you're
Okay.
absolutely right with
Yeah.
that too. Because you become what happens is, again, we're gonna use Gary as an example, right? You strip the city of its jobs, right?
And
Then
Well, they go away.
yeah.
The infrastructure starts falling
Regardless
apart.
of why they went away,
Yeah, they're
the
gone.
jobs go away, right? So
Right.
what does that do? Destroy the tax base, right?
Yeah, it's no money.
So if nobody in your city got a job, right? You not getting no money to keep
back in it, yeah.
to upkeep the city. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? So now you living in a situation where, and then everybody doesn't have the mentality to move.
I'm going to rip off the Band-Aid and answer
know-
that question for Greg.
Right.
So
Right.
basically what he's saying is, yes, unfortunately, those places need to go. Those people,
Right.
unfortunately, what happens to them, I can't help that.
They
We
need to-
need to make places better. We need to continue to improve. We need to destroy
Right,
the
right.
hoods and the ghettos.
I'm not stopping
And, that's what's
that.
sad. And I hate it. I hate the sound of it
Yes.
because, like, the people who live there know the
people who
places
live there
are no
and all that,
good.
right? But they do deserve a chance at life. It's immoral to say that they don't deserve.
No, they definitely deserve something. Right? You can't just destroy their land. You need to
Right.
give them some money or something to take over their territory.
It's hard to pay people for something if you don't own. And most of those those abandoned houses they went into foreclosure. They either
Man.
bank owned or
Another important thing is that we can't just let these people just roam.
No, because I mean, it's going to get worse.
They, but you know what they do?
they roaming
You know what
now,
they do?
dude.
You know what they do? What they gonna do is what they same thing they did. I'm gonna use
Well,
Murfreesboro
they buy
for
people
an
out.
example, right?
Go ahead. And I know what you're going to say
they
too.
cleaned up certain areas,
And moved them to another.
and
area.
what they did was they built
Right.
a place for
Yeah.
them first because they like we need our downtown back.
Yeah, so we're going to build affordable housing somewhere else, obscure.
outskirts, right?
Yeah, out
Then
there.
Right.
what they did is too. I watched it the whole time. They created a bus pass. You see what I'm saying? Busing route. See, busing in Murfreesboro is fairly new. You know, the
Yeah,
Rover
'cause
is
they had the
fairly new.
Rover.
Fairly new,
Yeah.
right? So what they did, they expanded the route because the Rover only went to where people that didn't have mostly transportation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's where the Rover went. Now the Rover go way everywhere.
It takes
you see
routes.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, it'll take you to a bus so you can catch a bus to go to Nashville.
Right.
You see what I'm
And
saying?
see, and that's why I was thinking, well, great thing. I said, now, structurally and how they do things here in Rutherford County, do it make sense?
You have to.
No, but
I said right here.
But he's just saying yes or no.
Yeah, I mean, yes. It
Okay,
makes
that's it.
sense there too.
It would, but guess what?
Yeah, I'm
The
saying,
problem
right
is
here, we
they don't
doing it.
always do things with that kind of plan in mind. You know what I'm saying? Like that plan is ideally the most perfect plan you can come up with. 'Cause if you're going to remove people and like you were talking about kicking them out, like, yeah, we need to destroy these places. I hate to say it. You need to start over, make things better. But don't just send them nowhere. Build something somewhere else. If you don't want them there, send them somewhere they at least can live.
They did, and see that's what they're
Exactly.
doing.
But in most places, they don't always think these plans
and
out.
they not gonna do that.
Yeah, and so-
They doing it.
well, and so, like,
No.
Let me tell you how.
no, but that's why so many people are homeless in like
No.
California.
But, yeah, that's a different.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Other
homelessness
places.
in certain
But-
situations that's a little
And
different.
my issue,
They can't afford to live anywhere. They didn't build them nowhere
my
else to live.
issue with this is ultimately those same places are just going to then become.
They will become utter trash too, but it gives them somewhere to at least tear down slowly over a period of time.
Well, it's like this. Okay, morally, you did your part.
You did
You did not get rid of somebody and put them out
on the street.
Yeah, on the street. And at some point, you got to take accountability for your own situation. In this situation, you're getting a fresh start, whatever it may be. It's up to you if you want to maintain that. You know, because everybody can't take care of everything for you.
Yeah.
But if they took you from one spot and put you in another and gave you another spot, if you don't take care and destroy it, it's on you.
So like if you don't have, oh, go ahead.
But what if I'm a drug addicted?
You need help. You need help. I mean, once again, you got to go get help or whatever. Everybody got problems.
But
And
what if
there's places you can go, and I would say here, you can probably get some help.
Well, everywhere.
And I'm just saying, you supposed to, certain areas, they don't have the funding.
Oh, they got it.
I'm saying,
if they don't have
places,
nothing else,
It's rehab.
they got rehab.
Okay.
Because that's government funded.
Okay, but I'm just saying.
They got rehabs on the Indian reservation.
It's just up to you if you want to go get the help.
Okay.
That's a you thing.
It's up to you if you want to change.
Okay, well,
Yeah,
you
that's
can
a you.
fix that problem
Yeah,
then.
that's a you
But
thing.
I'm saying, it's just like you
Individual.
say, but certain places, it just ain't funding for stuff. You know, it's just like I say, you trying to, in up north, a lot of places, you trying to take money from here to put to here to do this, to do that. And then, like I say, as far as Gary, they done shut down a lot of schools we used to, up there, so that they don't even exist no more, I guess.
No,
And
because
then-
the population
and then,
decreased.
and it was no necessary. I guess it wasn't necessary for it no
Right.
more.
When the population
You don't need as many
decrease,
schools.
Yeah, you don't need that.
You don't build
And that's
more
what I
like
said.
here.
Yeah. That's just like here.
Yeah.
When we came here, it
Yeah.
was 2 high schools.
Now there's 6.
No,
It was 2.
seven.
Oakland and Riverdale. You know, that was
It was just 2 schools.
That was it. Now
1
you
through
got
12. No.
No, I mean,
now just
But I'm just saying,
You know what I'm saying?
the population
that
at the
let
time.
you know, hey, if your school 1 through 12, you know you live in small.
No, you don't understand.
Yeah.
That MTCS was that.
Yeah.
They
I know.
got
And
all the way. And Walter Hill was K through 8.
who
There was
was
a
that?
lot of schools that
Yeah.
was K all the way through 8.
Yeah.
Then the population expanded. Then he had to cut the schools down.
Yeah,
going
and
to
then Bill.
Then he had to go pre.
On top of that, you had to cut these kids from these wild ass kids going through like preteen stuff, because
That'll break my heart, break my heart.
They didn't get them on
Put 'em
baby
on
dope.
craziness
No.
going on, right?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
you don't need little Billy discovering himself around.
But talking about splitting things, we haven't
Right.
talked about Dwight Howard, trying to split cheeks, and his whole situation that he's been got going on.
A real DH.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what Dwight. That's
Okay.
messed
Oh,
up.
God.
What do you think
That
about
was
that?
a good
Designated
joke.
hitter
Yeah.
Dwight Howard.
That
You know,
was a good
that's
joke.
it.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's
I
got.
thought it stand for something else, but hey, I'm gonna keep that one to myself, nigga.
I just looked at his designated hitter Dwight
Yeah,
Howard.
yeah,
I mean,
but-
that's it.
Yeah.
It's 2 DHs. You know,
Yeah.
But it is funny that like not.
it is. Funny.
Yeah, but I'm saying
It's
not.
funny.
Not. But it is. but the fact that it's not really it's not an issue.
It's not a big deal.
It's not a big deal, but it is a big deal.
Because he won't make it a deal.
Yeah.
Because he won't say enough.
Right.
And that's the answer.
It's not everybody know.
That's what I'm saying.
It's already
It's-
known. I'm just
yeah,
talking about
it's
how the media usually jumps on things and just
Okay.
and ride it.
Okay.
And there is
You
really
right.
no media. When like I said, when what's his name came out as being gay for the when he was playing in the NBA,
Yeah.
and Collins, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, he getting calls from President Obama and Oprah and all them congratulating him and being brave, and all this and all
That's why
that.
that
And
bill got paid.
what's up with who gonna call Dwight?
Like I
Except
just
for the
said,
Inquirer.
and this is the
Trying
problem.
to get a raunchy story
and this
on
is the problem
Isn't
with
he being
Dwight.
brave?
And this
No.
is the problem with Dwight. Dwight Howard is an afterthought now.
Yeah.
Like I said, at one point now, people know him and know of him. And at this point, whatever he is, most people know that. So it's not nothing new or nothing that ain't been said. But if this would have came out when Dwight Howard was the MVP, top player, one of the top players in the league, and all that, if that came out then, that would have been one of the biggest stories ever. Because first of all, it's been like the NBA, you the best player in the league, and this.
My thing is,
So I mean, it would have been, and a lot of people at the time, it wasn't there yet.
okay, I agree with you.
But we're at a different day and time now.
I
so.
agree with you, but there have been murmurs about Dwight for a long
Yeah,
time.
but to
The
know
only
to
problem
be
is
true.
he still hasn't come out.
That's telling you the
That's-
story.
No, well, but it's not. My thing is, everybody else I hate as silly
It's
as it
too
is.
many,
No,
yeah.
as silly as it is. You know how people make these stupid announcements. Well, I'm leaving social media, yada yada. You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? It's the same thing about coming out the closet. There's no announcement. He hasn't made this granular announcement saying that he is this
I
But he
am Dwight
haven't-
Howard,
okay,
and
now-
I am a homosexual man.
Yeah,
See, but-
he said that.
But this is the problem I have, okay?
Yeah.
If he hasn't said anything, that means he's not defending anything.
Right.
So if he's not standing up for what he really is, then he accept him for what he is. And he's basically saying, hey, whatever I do is my business. And if you say an answer like that, it is his business. Now, he could have clearly said what his business was.
Yeah.
But he's telling you he got other business.
But
so
That's not
he's
true.
not really
That's not
trying
true.
to say anything.
Just not saying nothing.
I mean,
doesn't,
that's that.
does it mean
That's
does it,
the answer.
No,
No,
that's
if
not-
he don't
okay,
say,
if they
because my
ask-
thing,
no,
most,
stop,
okay,
stop.
no.
No.
Let me say this: if I'm not that way, I'm gonna be really outspoken about me not being that way. If I'm not that way, I'm gonna really be offended, upset, and mad.
But that's you.
That's
Hey,
it.
man, okay.
And that's what I'm saying.
Stop. Let me ask you a
But
question.
He's
If
saying
someone
he's not defending none of it, and it's none of
You
your
get
business.
into an argument with your wife
It's never,
or
it's
your
none of your
girlfriend,
business.
right?
That's what he said.
You get into an argument with your wife or your girlfriend, right? And your wife or your girlfriend say, "You cheating on me." If you say, "No, I'm not," you see what I'm saying? Or
Yeah.
don't say nothing. Are you admitting that you're cheating?
You probably gonna say something, but if I ain't,
No, the answer is this. If you don't say anything,
okay,
are you admitting that you're cheating?
You're right.
That's what,
You're
That's what
right.
he said. That's what you said.
But the whole thing is, I'm not gonna really be upset if you think I am or not in that case, because
not
that's up
upset.
to you.
Once again,
but not
he's
my
not upset.
mentality.
That's up to you.
Okay,
It
but
is.
but the difference between this is my mentality is on the line.
I know, but no, that's,
So she's just saying I'm just being, in this case I'm only being a man regardless.
but this is how
I'm being, if I am, I am. If I ain't, I ain't.
You
But if
looking
you
at
saying
it, you looking at
this
it.
about me, I'm gonna be a little bit different about
I
it.
used to look at things this way.
That's
I don't
why I'm
look at it
going.
that
Yeah,
way
I'm gonna
anymore.
look at it like that.
Yeah, but
that ain't the same.
I know,
to me.
but you got to stop thinking
But
about
you
it.
just
It
said-
ain't just-
But
I
you
know.
I just
but your
told you the
whole
difference.
point was,
No,
if you don't say anything,
yeah, but
then
I'm
you're
gonna defend
admitting
myself.
it.
He's not gonna-
when it's come to my manhood. But you're not you're not upsetting my manhood by saying I'm cheating.
Once again, this comes.
You're just saying allegations that I might be doing something. So that's
so
not
maybe
gonna
his
bother
manhood
me.
is not offended. Just like you just
That's
said.
what- and
that's what I'm
because
saying.
he-
So it doesn't
you're
mean
right.
it doesn't mean
You're
no. It's
right.
not
Hold
an
on,
answer.
It's not offended
you can't keep
because
saying he's right,
saying
but you're right. So where is it?
I'm saying, okay, he's right for the simple fact he just said he's not upset either way because he's doing both of them. I'm upset because I'm not like that. Because
But
I'm
if
going to
you're
defend
cheating,
that.
if you're cheating
No, I
and
don't
you get
care.
on that, you're not. That's the whole
Because
thing.
it's not a manhood thing.
Okay, but once
You
again,
keep taking a manhood
yeah,
thing.
but
It
you
has
keep-
nothing to do with
Okay,
manhood.
yeah, to me, I'm separating them.
because you keep talking about you. This is about Dwight Howard.
I
and the
know,
other-
and that's what I'm saying. He's don't care either way. That's why he didn't say anything.
I know, but-
because he's doing whatever he want to do.
Yes, but you keep.
He's doing what he want to do. And now, as far as me, like I said,
not talking about
that.
I'm
Never
saying
mind.
that's what he's saying.
I know, but you keep.
That's what he's saying.
But you keep acting like he's
that's
supposed
his-
to respond like you.
If he, you know what? If he don't like men and he don't
That-
have no
that doesn't mean
participation
anything.
in that,
He doesn't have to
He will
say.
speak just like I'm speaking.
That's how you look at it. I
It's
don't look
not
at it that
true.
way.
You just
'Cause we're
said
in
it's
the
not.
same room.
You
I don't
just
even look at it
said
that way.
Okay.
that if I'm a cheater and I don't like cheating, then I should respond to the cheating
But you think you have to
allegations.
respond?
I did not say that. I said,
Yes, you did.
basically,
It's
if
right-
I
it's
was
on
cheating,
video, G.
I'm
It's
still
on
a
video.
man. It's a
We're
man
not questioning
thing.
manhood.
So that's what I said.
You questioning manhood. Ain't nobody
yeah,
questioning
and
manhood.
if you gonna call me out for being that
nobody
way, I'm gonna say
Dude,
something.
somebody can say
never mind.
I'm gay.
Never
I
mind.
already know
I'm
not.
gonna say something
mind.
to defend my manhood.
Never
But
mind.
he don't
Just-
care.
Never mind.
He don't care.
Like you don't care if you was getting called a cheater.
Yeah, I don't
Okay.
care.
I personally don't see why this is such a sensationalized Right. sensationalized thing. I don't get it.
I don't either. Like I said, it's not a big deal to me. Like Jesus, the one over here is like he should be
I'm
defending
saying,
himself. Like
if-
I mean, to know. I mean, he needs
If
to
it
respond.
bother you, and if it don't bother you, and it don't bother you, it don't bother you, you handle it like
But
that.
basically, what he's
But
saying
if
is,
it bothered me,
if it doesn't bother us, that
I
means
would
we
handle
gay.
it like that.
That's not true.
So if for
Right.
him,
No.
it don't bother him regardless. He didn't
I-
defend it either
I
way.
will
But
agree.
he did not defend
But your
nothing.
point-
He said
Hold
it
on, hold
was
on,
his
hold on.
business.
Hold on,
Stop
hold
it.
on. Let Jay make his
It was
point.
his business.
I will agree with that on the one point, just because I feel like it's true a little bit. If it didn't really bother him, he would have never even made that statement.
Now, look, I agree
Right.
with this. And I mostly agree with G, but I'm just saying I'm trying to open up avenues for other forms of thinking. Like, you don't have to be always responsive. Just because somebody responds to everything, they're usually the most emotional people who just respond to everything. Just because somebody doesn't respond doesn't mean it's necessarily
They're
true
guilty.
or they're guilty of it. I do believe in this case, yeah, Dwight Howard guilty as hell. I mean, we've been knowing this for years. I mean, he literally was out for a season because his butt got destroyed. So,
Right.
like, I mean, we there's been things out there. But, like, in all scenarios, like, if somebody accuses somebody of something, just because they don't respond doesn't mean, like, they're that. You know what I'm saying? Like people have just gotten to the point now you realize it's best usually not to say anything. Because if you say something, you don't win. I mean, trying to defend yourself, you just start off a whole path and trail of having to defend yourself. Just like that
Especially
woman.
if you lie.
Just like the woman with the Cheesecake Factory video. Just because she went out and said this nonsense, now she's got to go on this endless tour defending herself because of this crap. So like, you know, you didn't have to say anything. You didn't have to. She didn't have to post this on social media,
And she don't even have to do the tour.
she don't even have to apologize.
Yeah,
that relationship
really?
can just be what it is. But some people feel like they have to defend. I get it.
Right.
I get it. I do.
I don't want to be
But
looked at like that.
I just don't look at it like that anymore.
Nah, me neither. I mean,
Right.
like I said, like you were
'Cause I
saying
used to
about
be a
Dwight
person that would
Howard.
want to respond.
We know, we don't know.
Yeah.
But our assumptions say that he is
Yeah.
right.
Yeah. I mean,
The assumption of it.
I mean,
is
it's that way.
but
Like he's
what
been
the
clapping
whole
cheeks
thing
for.
about I was saying was not just because
Well,
he didn't
if you wanna be
admit to
technical-
it, just because he didn't admit to it doesn't mean that he's not. That's all I'm saying.
But if you want to be technical, he might be bisexual.
okay,
Is it true? But
you
hey,
still you kiss a dude and a kiss a woman, and like you, I'm gonna go with you. In my eyes, you still.
That's
You
the
know what I'm
term.
saying?
But I'm using the term to fall under that.
this video
I'm
will
just-
not be monetized. In
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, you can't say them words.
Yeah, I said 100 times.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but
It might have to stand. It's
I'm
just
just
gonna have to
saying.
stand in this one, but
Right.
keep going.
It's all right.
We are.
Well, the one angle I wanted to take on this, you know, as I mentioned off mic, I don't like whenever people use the being gay to duck heinous things that they do. Kind of
Oh,
like
yeah. Go
what
ahead.
Kevin Spacey did, but then he got cleared of his charges.
Yeah, like you know,
Didn't he kind of like
touching boys.
supposedly? I don't know if he did or didn't, but he supposed to touch somebody, right?
Yeah,
Some young boys.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's using the fact that he was gay
I didn't even know he was gay.
a way to like
yeah.
He came out as gay.
circumvent. Yeah,
Okay.
So he used that to circumvent the whole situation with
to make it seem like it was okay.
effing around with young
Like them
men.
Catholic priests.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
They don't admit it.
So
He's stupid.
there's got to be something a little bit more
Yeah.
reasonable and a little bit more direct. I just kind of see that happening and being a thing that kind of happens in the LGBTQ community a lot. People will come out as gay or trans or something like that after they've done some heinous acts. If you really want some real understanding or forgiveness from me, I need the honest answer. Like, say you abuse somebody because you got abused. Okay, that makes sense. Cycle, all that type of stuff, right? But you abuse somebody because you're trans on the inside. Or
It's
something
like that
like
doesn't make a lot of
It
sense.
doesn't really equate. Like, where
No.
does your sexuality or ideal of what you are come into you taking advantage of somebody?
Yeah, like at what point where do you stop making excuses?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And honestly, they have their own debates amongst each other. They all over.
How could a person confused come up with an answer?
Well, I mean that's a good question actually, but like
Right.
they do. That's why sometimes like they bring them up on these panels and stuff on these jubilees I watch, and it's like, and it's one side versus the other. It's like you have trans on one side, or LGBTQ plus on one side, and the ones on the other. One's liberal, one's conservative, but they both represent the same community. They don't look at things the same way. You know what I'm saying? They start bickering back and forth about the nuances of like, you know.
Being that way.
Yeah, exactly. And like, what should count, what shouldn't? Like,
Right.
should they have certain rights? And I mean, my thing is like, everybody's talking about it at some point because it's a valid thing. Like, at some point, where's the cutoff? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Where do you validate this? Like, they don't want those people in their community. They don't want them saying you're part of this because that makes them all look bad.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's same
It's-
thing with anything else.
The people who are into that are trying to sneak their initiative and their cause into this.
Yeah, which has made the whole thing look terrible.
Right.
Like, awful. And that's why everybody's anti-LGBTQ plus,
Because
you know.
these people just genuinely want to be gay. These people just genuinely want to be trans. And then you got these other guys that are like, well, I'm also a part of that community, but I like kids.
Yeah, right. Yeah, and it's like, whoa.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
right.
them
They
dudes.
trying to add the
Right.
P's in there now.
Right.
And it's like,
Yeah.
well,
and
and
it's
they're
not
like-
like, you know, No,
Well-
Dad. No. I'm not even gonna allow you to do it, Dad. I'm not gonna allow you. No,
What?
nah.
What?
Well, nothing. Well,
Nah, I'm
nothing.
just saying, I'm trying to analyze something because this is a whole different community.
Right.
I mean, and they want to recognize themselves as like a,
Child molesters.
basically a certain brand of people, I
gotta work on
guess.
censoring.
Like us being black, African American, whatever, Asians, whites, they want to be identified in their community as what they are. But if you're trying to separate yourself and want to be identified as an individual, I guess entity or something like that,
Yeah.
you can be, but you gonna have to fit in with everybody else, like the black, the Asian, the white, and we all still fall under the same umbrella. You don't supposed to get special advantages because you decided you want to be identified a certain way. Because if that's gonna come to the case, then as an African American, then we should be at the head of the line. Because all the things we went through and dealt with for years, and the things we ain't got, are you gonna get that to us?
Right.
Because we want to identify ourselves as not having these things, right?
Yeah.
And we ain't got none of these things, and got no special advantages because the things we went through and had to deal with. But you want that in return for what you had to go through and deal with.
I think you misunderstanding what they just want to be able to do what we do.
That's it. Just be normal.
They don't want nothing special. They just want to be able
That's
to
what you just
do what we
mentioned.
do.
No, you're missing.
I
no,
mean,
he was
talking about
we ain't able.
Stop.
But as
Then
black,
stop.
okay, so
That's
we able to do that?
No, what
Do what?
You're missing.
Are we? Able to do what?
You just said, are we able to do that?
I mean,
do
because
what?
I think we ain't been. I mean, we at a point.
No, hold on, I gotta stop you. Hold on, because you missed the point of what he's saying. What he's saying, there were people who infiltrated that whole maneuver. You got to isolate them. The reason why it's gone off the hedges is because people infiltrated with their own agenda and they took over. The point being is the initial group of LGBTQ plus people, they just wanted to be themselves, like us. That's all he's saying. Like,
Okay,
that's all. They just want to
but
be.
in every group you have that.
I mean, yeah, but
So you gonna have roles in a group. You gonna have the good people and the bad
but
people. You still a part of the process and the people, regardless of what your group look like. So I can't eliminate the bad people from the black people. You gonna treat us all. You might treat me like the bad people.
I know, but
So since I want to be different.
yeah, no, but
No,
different. I'm saying I want to be different than the bad people.
But that's not what he's talking
in the
about.
group.
But
I'm saying in the group. I know I got a different agenda.
But
But
that's
the people that got infiltrated, I don't want to be them. So, but I'm a part of them because they in the group.
I mean,
So they're gonna be a part of the group. So it's gonna have influence on the group.
Right.
But I mean, the only thing that ticks people off is then the only time they want to cry out there's an issue is when then something happens. But I mean, that's really about it. But we need to keep moving. What was your last thing? You had a question you wanted to ask.
What was one of the dumbest things y'all believed as a kid?
Santa Claus.
This is a good one to end on. So I'm trying to think. So Santa Claus.
Bigfoot and wrestling.
Wrestling hurt me.
Yeah.
I was hurt. I was definitely, when they did that 60-minute special, and it's like I said,
That's when you found out.
I really, because I know I heard it. I saw it.
There's a lot of people who
I
didn't
mean,
want to
people
believe.
talk about things, but sometimes you don't want to let it go to it's been told. It's obvious that this is bullshit.
Made you feel like Santa Claus. I mean, it was like it took a lot of
You had to find out for yourself, because if you really believe in something, you want to believe in it.
evidence was in our face the whole time.
And I really wanted to believe in wrestling. I had a passion for it.
Too fair.
And when I saw that 60-minute special, how they talk about how they work for, and it's dangerous. And there's a lot of stuff go into it. There's a lot of wrestlers that die. It's worse than football. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, it is.
As far as what you're doing, because you do hurt yourself. Now, it might be planned and scripted, but they're doing a lot of dangerous stuff.
And they're actually really juicing like that.
Yeah,
Right,
so it can be
doing
drugs.
Yeah. Oh, they own it.
That's
a lot of them died. Yeah, so it was. I mean, and I didn't even know how it was that messed up. You know. Yeah, because if you go watch, and they like drug addicts, suicide, all kinds of stuff they done did.
Family. I mean, it's a whole bunch of terrible massacres that took place from wrestling.
And then, like I said, Santa Claus, that I stayed up one night. They like, there you go, there. I ain't seen him. After that night, I gave up. I think it was Don. I remember it was my Aunt Donna, I think Uncle Tommy. We was up, you was up, something. And then I think they even might have was saying that, oh, there you go. And I'm like trying to find him, and I ain't, we flying over the house. I don't know what it is. Somebody playing with my emotions. I know that. And after that, I was done. After that, I'm like, ain't no Santa Claus, ain't seen none. I stayed up, he ain't have him, so I'm done. Yeah, so
how old were you?
I was a little kid. I was I had to be like first, second grade, something.
I think I was between 7 and 9 when I came to this conclusion.
I think I was younger than that. I lived in Mississippi, so I know I had to be younger than that. And I was probably 5 or 7. I think I'm about 7 because it's 6 or 7.
I remember the specific Christmas because it was specific gifts I got. Like it was a Sega Genesis controller. So I mean, this was around when I got that, which was between ages 5, 6, 7. So that's about when that was. I just don't remember because I just remember every year my Dad used to read me this BS list that came from Santa Claus, this artificial list talking about, Mike, you've been such a good boy this year. You made the good list this year, so you're going to get presents and leave me a plate of cookies and a glass of milk, and I'll be by tonight to drop them off. Left them out. Hey, left out them. Oh man, left out the cookies, left out the milk. Had hot milk by morning and stale cookies. Waited for Santa Claus to pop underneath the tree. He never showed up. Stayed
Santa,
up all
when
night.
I got drunk, got him a couple hookers.
And also realized all those all those presents that were underneath the tree were already there. For whatever reason, this year I finally realized that, and that's.
Yeah, they was.
Hey, because you was with them when they bought them.
Yeah, just that Toys R Us.
And they were wrapping them up while you was sitting there playing video games.
We go to the line with all the families wrapping gifts.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? We don't even recognize it. Like that's
Santa Claus is in you.
Like it's just.
I guess they turning
Bigfoot.
Santa
Tooth Fairy though.
Bigfoot.
I did believe a Tooth Fairy.
Let me tell you, no, hold on. I'm sorry. I'm gonna tell you the Tooth Fairy story, right?
Okay.
I remember, because like you said, the Tooth Fairy. I lost a tooth.
Money appeared.
Yeah, it was underneath the pillow. Now, I don't know how they did it, right?
Yeah.
So, you know what I thought? I was like, oh my God. I found a jawbone of a cow, right? It was full of teeth, right? And I was like, I'm putting this mug under the pillow. They're like 25, 75, 50, I'm counting them quarters, dog. That motherfucker had a mouthful of dang old teeth. I stuck it under the pillow. Tooth Fairy never showed up.
It ain't yours.
It was a fraud.
I know. That's when I realized it was not real.
Well, you know what?
Because it was the Tooth Fairy supposed to be about teeth. You know what I'm saying? They didn't.
Doesn't matter where you got your teeth from.
When I looked at the rule book, it didn't specify. It didn't specify what teeth,
right?
Or whose teeth.
This is true.
You know what I'm
looking for some teeth, man.
I did take that as my teeth, though.
That is really fun. That's true.
I took it as my teeth.
That is true.
For the whole couch out.
Yeah. I mean, it had a mouthful of teeth. Yeah,
right.
I couldn't wait to go to sleep and wake up.
I put the whole cow.
Get that money, dog.
Right.
I was so heartbroken.
He probably was stinking too.
Right.
Maybe I do it to another night. Just see he running behind.
So my first one is being afraid of the dark and thinking that monsters were real. I used to think that was real all the time. Except that's whenever I learned what sleep paralysis is, and that is real.
No, it is.
That is very real.
It's a terrible thing for
Whenever
people.
you suffer sleep paralysis, so I used to sometimes, as a kid, you just sleep whatever way you sleep, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm face first into the pillow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And basically, sleep paralysis is whenever you're kind of half conscious, but not really, because you're not really getting enough oxygen to your brain.
Yeah.
But in that little period of time, you're seeing stuff and it's really there and you're really feeling it like touch you and do other stuff. And it is literally just that, but it feels so real.
So you trying to talk about like it's a dream.
You're tripping.
You're real life dreaming. You're like real life dreaming. Like
you're hallucinating.
It's like you're having a dream right as you're awake. Like if somebody just started walking in and something like that. It is genuinely that. For a short brief period, I thought it was like, oh my God, there's a person in the house, right? Like there's ghosts. But no, it's genuinely just that. It is genuinely just that. It's
Okay.
an entity that you can see, and then in my case, it would come up and just like do something like that, and I'd be losing my damn mind.
I'm gonna tell you,
Mom,
and nightmares ain't nothing to play with.
Right.
Nightmares is nothing to play with. I don't know if you done ever had. I only had like maybe two, right?
Well,
that I
lucky
can really come across that really like was a nightmare.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And one of them I was falling, and because I'm pretty sure it seemed like everybody seemed to have had that one, right?
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, the falling one. But it was when I had quit smoking cigarettes, right?
I think you told me this.
Yeah, and I had got on that Chantix, right?
Yeah, bad
and that's
dreams.
one of the side effects. It's on there.
Yeah, bad
nightmares. You know what I'm saying?
It says bad dreams.
Is that what it says?
Bad dreams.
Come with bad dreams.
Well, no, this was a nightmare. Okay, because I'm sitting there, I remember. Because I was driving the truck and I was had pulled over for the night, and I remember I went to sleep, and then all of a sudden all these hands start coming up into the truck. I remember I jumped up, I was fighting, swinging and kicking and everything, and then I woke up, I was freaking out. You know, because I'm talking, man, that stuff scared me to death.
Yeah, I bet.
And you know what else? After that,
I need a cigarette.
I never smoked another cigarette because I did not want to go through. I quit taking that. That was the last pill I was going to take of that. And I refused to smoke another cigarette because I was not going to go through that no more.
Yeah.
At that point, I was done.
That's quite trippy.
I was done.
That's one way to be done with it.
Yeah. I mean, I was so scared. And I mean, it was like you say, it was the vividness of it.
Right.
I mean, I'm talking Jason and Freddy Krueger type stuff happening, man. I was,
Yeah,
I woke up, I was messed up. But like I said, I quit smoking.
I can't believe you've only had like 2 nightmares. I mean, what a lucky.
I mean, that I can really just like.
Yeah, I had that issue with like Jay a little bit, and this was in Mississippi, and it's something about when we stayed at Methodist house too.
The house was littered with mold.
Like I really couldn't go to sleep. I don't know if I had a head thing, but I was hearing noises all night long and just stuff happening outside. So until it got like daylight, I almost couldn't go to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because I just hear stuff creeping in the bushes and all kinds of stuff, and I'm about like you Bigfoot out there somewhere, all kinds of things. So I mean, as a kid,
Ku Klux Klan, that was a problem at night though.
But
at night,
and the whole time I was in Mississippi, I never felt that.
What?
Well, that's good.
I never felt like more in danger ever in Mississippi than I was in Gary. You know what I'm saying? I never felt like I was in any type of danger.
No, I didn't feel it wasn't danger. It was like you were talking about that nighttime.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm saying.
You were young.
But I was like, I'm thinking about Bigfoot, monsters, all these things, wild dogs dog, anything got that. Big bears. I'm thinking, because I'm hearing these weird noises all
There's a lot of weird noise you'll hear out there.
And then the worst thing that ever happened to me, and I had got kind of, we grown now, so we go into the hot hat and all this type of stuff. So if I was drunk, I'm going to sleep anyway. So, that's going to help. So I done came in feeling good and laid down, and I'm feeling all that. And I'm like, I saw a white ghost.
Ku Klux Klan.
Yeah, just vivid in my face, you know what I'm saying? And it was Mama Virgin actually that got out the bed. Right. Yeah, but I'm saying because she was like real
tall,
light skinned. She wore white. And I mean, I'm not, in my right state of mind anyway.
Yeah.
So I done jumped up and heard something, and it just standing there in front of me. You know what I'm saying? So I done lost.
Feel like I would about crap myself.
And that moment right there scared me forever. When I stayed in that house, I was already kind of that way, anyway. Yeah. But that I couldn't. I had to wait almost, or just like I said, be total out of it or something, or wait in the morning and go to sleep, because I just felt like it was always something going on in there, So I couldn't come to grips with that.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Man. Real quick, my second one.
Yeah.
And this one's gonna be a little heartbreaker.
Oh, good Lord.
I used to believe that you would find a girl and then you would be like, I like you, and then she would be like, I like you.
You've been searching for love a long time.
Searching for love.
Dreams and stuff.
Right. And then y'all hold hands and then y'all love each other forever.
Oh, did that come from the movies?
Hold on.
Did that come from the movies?
Give me a hug.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then Walt Disney's movies or something, or somebody was.
Yeah, I was one of those
young Sips of America.
Right. Back whenever, they were doing all that kid stuff, cartoon stuff and all that, used to have like those types of relationships. And
those highly prevalent in all the ones I used to watch growing up. Then you get to this point,
boy meets girl, they fall in love.
Yeah, and then and then you now have the situation where we're talking about at the beginning of this episode. So that's where we are today.
Right.
So
love, girl wants money, boy wants sex, and then
that's all. That's
we
all.
Get lost in the mix somewhere in there.
No, I can't think of. No, that's it.
Go Colorado.
Like, share, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hopefully you enjoyed this podcast today. We will be seeing you again soon. Holla.
Peace.